A man in the prime of his life receives a blast of acid directly into his eyes.
I sat up in bed and sat on the end of the bed and just turned around and sort of faced Debbie and her son Shannon. And little did I know, but as soon as they seen it, the brown eyes that I'd had turned blue.
Nobody was telling us anything at the hospital, but I just knew that he was in a lot of trouble. And I just looked at my son and I just mouthed the word, he's blind.
And yet he has hope that he will see again. A woman loses her sight and receives 4 corneal transplants, each of them to fail. And yet she still has hope that she will see again. You've had 4 corneal transplants.
That's correct.
And you have an option for a 5th. Will you take it?
Yes, because the 5th corneal graft still offers me hope.
For another man, though, blind for many years, hope has been fulfilled. He is able to see again.
You feel really marvellous, and you look around, you can see everything. You just couldn't explain unless you've been through it yourself, but I tell you, it's great.
Albert Kleinams was blind for 33 years until one miraculous day in 1986 he opened his eyes and saw again. Not perfectly, but well enough, and continues to see well enough to this day.
I just couldn't believe the car designs to start with. When I was coming home, I looked at all the cars going past and said, gee, they've changed since I saw them last. Everything changed, you know, even the money, you know, it was different.
Albert owes his restored sight to this man, a gifted surgeon, teacher and medical researcher, Professor Lawrence Hurst of the Prevent Blindness Foundation in Brisbane. He is one of the leading ophthalmologists in Australia.
Yes, it is.
That high praise is the opinion of a man who should know.
I had the privilege of introducing Fred Hollows to the Aboriginal people. I'd been in the army treating their trachoma, which is a very serious problem in their eyes, since '42. And I was able to get the help of Fred Hollows in 1970.
You will hear Father Frank Flynn's opinion of Professor Hurst later in this video. Hope. It can be such an instrument of torture because it tantalizingly offers what might be, not what is. For the blind who one day might have their vision restored, hope is another glimpse of a sunset, a flower, an image from the glorious kaleidoscope of nature, or a grandchild. Surely the ultimate picture of life.
We're washing. This is a special disinfectant. Never be cleaner in my life, especially by the time I've done this 8 times today.
Lawrence Hurst was appointed to the University of Queensland's Chair of Ophthalmology in 1986 on his return from a glittering career in the United States.
Genuinely, I thought I'd learned a lot there that I couldn't learn in Australia. It was time I brought it back and put it to good use here in Australia, where I think it was really needed.